Hello. You can probably tell from the scenery behind us that I'm not out at sea or on the west coast of Scotland. I've come to my hometown of South Shields to prepare myself ready to go over to Germany to see my son and his wonderful family, and I can't wait for that. But I am missing Iola, so come on, let's go back and I'll show you what we did when I went to Tarbert. See you later. Hello, good morning. Well, it's a bit mixed emotions because it's time to leave Lochranza, and as you probably guessed, I really enjoyed being here. But it is time to move on. I want to go up to Tarbert, do some laundry, get plugged into some shore power and recharge a few things, and have some proper ablutions and stuff like that. So that'll be great. But this has been absolutely fantastic. And we're on our way to Tarbert. It's about a 12-15 nautical mile trip. I'm not sure what the wind's going to be like. It says no wind, but it looks like there might be a little bit out in the sound, so we'll give it a go. So follow on and let's see how we get on. And we say farewell to Lochranza, heading to Tarbert. We're giving the auto tiller pilot another chance, see how he gets on. Well, with after a bit of faff on with some lazy jack lines, finally got the sails up and feels like we're on a sailboat again. And heading for Loch Tarbert, which is just almost dead ahead. We're only doing 3 knots. But it's actually quite nice to be moving under sail again. Just passing the northern tip of Arran. That's the Scottish mainland in the distance. And there is my beloved Lochranza departing in the distance. I'm just ghosting along at 3.5 knots. Oh, sorry, 3.2 knots. There's only 7 knots of wind. Iola's just plodding along with no assistance from anything, no autopilot, no wind vane, no human interference. Absolutely fantastic, and we're going in the right direction. Dolphins. There's a pod of dolphins following us. Absolutely beautiful. Nearly dropped my bloody phone. 2.5 to 3 knots with 7 knots of wind. Going to take us a couple of hours longer to get to where I'm going to go, but so what? It's just so peaceful. Well, the wind's dropped away, too much to make sailing viable, so as you can probably hear, I've had to hoist the iron sail, and we're motor sailing now. Should get into Tarbert in around 3 hours time, sorry, 2.5 hours time, and yeah, have a nice relaxing afternoon once we get there. Just the final 20-minute run into Tarbert at the lower reaches of Loch Fyne. Stunning countryside as usual. The loch's like a mill pond at the moment. It's not always like this. Iola, safely tied up in Tarbert Marina. We'll recharge some batteries, get ourselves cleaned up, and continue the journey. And it's very pretty here, but it's not Lochranza. Hello. Well, I'm in Tarbert. Just been out, had a little look around. Pint of Guinness, of course. And yeah, just heading back to the boat, make my evening meal, relax for a little while. It's a lovely place. I found a pub that's got the England match on tomorrow, so I'll come and watch it with the Scottish Panamanian supporters. They've been just about knocked out. Yeah, just spend a couple of days here and just try to enjoy the place. It never rained once in Lochranza.
I save my money, they'll say it's cheaply, that shit called dignity.
The swans you can see down there came over to us when I arrived in Tarbert, and they had 3 chicks with them, and I fed them. Apparently yesterday 2 of the chicks were taken by seagulls and there's only 1 left. Hope it survives. Yeah, just 1 chick now. Apparently they've been taken, the others were taken by blackback gull, which themselves are apparently protected. Hello. Well, just finished prepping the boat, getting rid of some rubbish, and planning to make a move from Tarbert down to Millport today, which is on the island of Greater Cumbria. Reason I'm going there is because I'm picking my brother up soon, and I want to be close to Ardrossan, ready to do that for him. So looking forward to a nice sail today. It's just starting to rain though, so we'll see how we get on. Okay, speak to you soon. Okay, that's us leaving Tarbert, headed for Millport, which is about 20 miles away. Hopefully take about 4 to 5 hours. Just heading down the channel, marking the small islands on the inlet to Tarbert. Have to get myself a bigger flask. I ordered this off Amazon, didn't realise how small it was. Look at this, absolutely tiny. Oh, I've just got huge hands. Got like 2 sips out of the cup. This is the rough route around the southern tip of the Isle of Bute into Greater Cumbria. Round about 20 miles, and should get there about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Plenty of time to get ashore and have a bit of an explore. We're aiming to get round the headland that you can just see on the horizon, next to that big cloud that's raining loads of water down. So I'm trying to keep up in the wind a little bit, even though I've only got the Jenny out, and that'll allow us to go more downwind as we get closer to the headland. But doing 5, nearly 6 knots, 5.5 knots, so more than happy with this. Hello. Well, as usual, same old story. A little bit reluctant to leave because I was in a nice place, all comfy, set up, albeit in a marina. So it was, you know, you got to pay for a marina on the night time. And anyway, kind of got coerced into moving along with another boat. So yeah, we left this morning, and now that I'm underway, absolutely fantastic. Having a lovely sail. Weather's a little bit damp and miserable, but you know, we're not made of sugar, and got some good quality waterproofs and stuff like that, so everything's good. Yeah, so just enjoying myself on the way down to Millport, and should get there in a couple of hours. Have a great time. Well, the boats that I left with are back there somewhere in the mist. As you can see, I'm doing 5 knots speed over the ground in about 12 knots of wind on a close reach, and I've just got the Jenny out. Some of the sailing purists probably are saying, well, why is he just sailing with the Jenny out? Why hasn't he got the mainsail out? And yeah, that's true. It would be a great situation to do like a close reach or broad reach, beam reach. Be brilliant, you know. And I'd probably get to Millport an hour or so earlier than I am now, but I'm doing 5 knots on the course that I want to be on, and it's very comfortable. And to be honest, I'm just protecting myself a little bit after I had the issue with me back. A little bit worried that it happens again, so if I put the main out sometime later on, I'm going to be going dead downwind, which means I'll probably have to rig up a preventer, or I might have to pole out the genoa. And I just don't want to put myself in them situations just at this moment. This is absolutely fine. In fact, I'm doing 5.5 knots now, and it's get us there in plenty of time. So yeah, easy does it. Slow and steady wins the race, and I'm not racing. starting to get a little bit rolly now that we're going downwind. That's okay. You can just see Millport in the distance. Probably about another 20 minutes to go. And we'll find ourselves a mooring buoy. Apparently there's 15 there available for public use, so we'll see what they're like. Well, we're just coming into Millport now, and I'll pick up a mooring buoy. I've got to say that this little 20 mile sail has probably been my favourite one so far on Iola, and there's been some good ones. It's been a little bit of everything, and the weather's held, and the scenery's been beautiful as usual. But yeah, look forward to getting in and seeing what Millport's all about. Approaching the port lateral marker, marking the entrance to Millport breakwater. Looks like quite a large town, so there should be quite a lot going on. Let's take a look and see. So it was the same detail as last time. When I was at Peel, I had to lasso it from the stern. That's a setup I've used. I've picked the line up. I've just got a cleat off at the centre cleat. Now I'm going to connect a rope through the front fair lead and winch it forward. Apologies for the wind noise, but it's blown over 20 knots at the moment. I finally managed to get the buoy up the front again. And I've got every bit of line known to man the beast attached. I've got 2 bridles independent, and I've got a cargo strap to each of the cleats. So 2 independent bridles and an independent cargo strap. Admittedly, all going through the same loop. So if the loop goes, everything goes. But that's the same for all of that rope. I'll keep checking, and if the wind gets down, I'll try and bring that loop on board and get around one of my cleats. Que onda, amigos? I've had this tin of stag chili lying around the boat for a few weeks now, and I've been putting off eating it. But tonight I'm going to try it and see what it's like. So I'm cooking up some onions and peppers. I've got a variety of spices which I'm going to add, and I'm even going to waste some red wine in the little sauce, and I'm going to have it with some pasta. I'll report back and let you know how it tastes. Adios. Well, I've got to say, muy bueno, tastes delicious. Sprinkle some cheese on the top, got some crushed chili flakes to add more flavour if required. Nice glass of Côte d'Or, and Japan are beating Brazil on the telly. Settle down for the second half.